Hey boys, good evening. I came home from the local game store earlier. So they said they like, oh man, I hate myself, I'm gonna go stream instead of just enjoy the rest of my evening. I'm just kidding. I'm just here for you, Strackland. What was the record? What record? Played about 4 games of Commander or 5. Had fun and that's what matters, right? Win-loss ratio, I don't play win-loss ratio, I won 1 I think. Or was it 2? But I had fun. Fridays are worse than Wednesdays because play with my brother and our friend. And when my brother is included in a board game, especially when he's playing a control deck on Commander, it turns into a psychological horror. So it's a psychological horror, because you know sometimes he reads the text, first half of the text of the card, and ignore the second half of the text, and then try to, you know, counterspell something that doesn't know what it does, and just make things worse for himself and everybody involved. On Wednesdays, I just play with the random people who are there, so not really against my decks, because my brother is using one of my decks and the friend borrows the deck as well, so it's kind of like playing against my own decks. One moment. What happened to the One Piece card you were playing? I don't play anymore because no time. No time to track everything and play. Requires like an extra day in the week. So basically just play Magic, and when I find time, collect a few new Pokemon cards. I still have the first 3.5 sets of One Piece. I might finish those 4 and just leave it as a collection. But I have no plans to play or collect above the 4th set for now. I definitely not gonna be playing anymore because no time to focus on more things. Rather put more time in Magic and other things. What did they release? Kislev news? Kislev news. Part 3, that's February 16th, was today. Well, let's go see. Patch 4.2 Shadows of Change Con Editions Part 3 Kislev. Oh, we might go through over this. Okay, Rich is back. Hi all, I'm back with a final update on the unit additions we're bringing to the Shadows of Change. Man, just imagine they put this much work in every DLC, huh? Like, you know, they should. Selling them at 25 euros each. Hopefully you're all up to date with the changes that are coming to Grand Crete and Zinch as a part of patch 4.2, but if you missed anything, you can go check out those updates below. We did go over both of them, and I got mixed feelings. Really. This entire DLC stinks, and this stink will never go away. The damage is done. But at least now, more people will buy it, will be able to swallow it, you know, and be happy with it. We want content for Immortal Empires. We don't want them to focus just on the new content. Yeah. Before I get to all the details about what to expect with Kislev, I'm excited to confirm that patch 4.2 will launch on Thursday, February 22nd. We got a date, boys. Thursday, February 22nd. That's in 6 days. On my day when I stream all day. Nice. Or I should be streaming all day, unless I get some bullshit in real life. Let's get to it. So what they say here, Kislev 8th edition lore and IP. If, like me, you've grown up with Warhammer and been a long-time fan, seeing Kislev given new characters and units at the launch of Total War Warhammer 3 was a special moment. Likewise with the additions of Mother Ostankia, Hagwitch and other units in Shadow Change. This new uncharted ground for the faction was one that we worked closely with Games Workshop on, from before the release of Total War Warhammer 3 and through the development of Shadows of Change. Games Workshop took us through their various designs, concepts, and deep dives in the new and updated lore that they had created for Kislev. I wonder if all these Warhammer games work closely with Games Workshop when they create stuff for their game. Like that fail hack slash game they released. What was it called? Warhammer Chaos. You know the one I'm talking about, where it's like a Diablo type style hack and slash. One of those guys were working closely with Games Workshop as well when they were doing that game. And maybe these guys are doing it just because I don't know. Maybe because they actually made a successful Warhammer game. Like with many things in life, this meant some out with the old and with the new. Mother Stankia is a good example of this. She's a Kis's only true hag mother in the new and current lore that our game is based on. She's very much her own unique character, with her own motives, desires, magical items, and history. This is why you see her charge into battle atop her sled, pulled by the things in the woods with her cauldron, rather than more direct references to the real-world mythology. This new take, like with all the other additions to Kislev, is what makes them exciting and brings them in line with the other races in 8th edition and Games Workshop lore. Pretty sure the lore of Warhammer is the biggest Warhammer game? Pretty much, yeah. The same is true of other parts of past Kislev lore. The distinct Ungol and Gospel split within Kislev is something that is no longer at the forefront of Kislev lore. Instead, taking a back seat to allow us to tell new stories with the faction. There are still nods to this, the horse archer is already in the game, for example, but there won't be more implemented into our game now or moving forwards. Man, I find all those horse archers in Warhammer games really boring. They're just too finely esports violence with really shit damage. Made for multiplayer, how I call it, boring in campaign. You can think of Kislev in a similar way to the books and resources that we use for Games Workshop in making our game. The focus on the newest army books, 8th edition or as close as possible and miniature, rather than adding things from the early editions, RPG books, old miniatures and or peripheral novels and supplements that no longer embody the core nature of the character, race, environment, etc. By doing this, we ensure that we are showing you the most authentic version of Warhammer World possible. The last game that had really good skirmish cavalry, we could actually have a lot of fun, I think was Medieval 2. Personally, I think it was Medieval 2, the last one. I was enjoying it. I hope this explained much more of our thinking, how we go about things and how we look to best represent the most current version of the lore in our game. So now let's get to it and run you through the changes that are coming to Kislev as part of patch 4.2. Kislev additions. Okay, what the hell is this walls of text, man? Like, is it me or they're just are they going really try hard on this? Like, it's obvious they're trying too hard here. To me, the last 3 updates thing, did I miss these things or the previous updates or what? But this like really feels and smells like they're trying too hard. I think I need to first address the elephant in the room when it comes to Kislev and the content that was offered at the launch of Shadows of Change and what wasn't. The lack of a new spell lore for Mother Stankia and the omission of Hag Mothers as a generic lore type. I'll start with the spell lore that we are adding to patch 4.2 to both Mother Stankia and her Hag Witches to make full use of. The lore of the Hag will be comprised of 6 new spells and a lore attribute focused on both hexing enemy units and overcasting to bless your own. We're gonna have to review, full review of this new lore, man. Hopefully it's not more of the same shit with the same exact numbers. I'll go into more detail on what each spell does in the section below. Coming back to the Hag Mothers now, as previously mentioned, there is only one Hag Mother in the current lore of Kislev as told by Games Workshop, and this is Mother Stanka herself. This lore is very new, as is Mother Stanka herself in the IP. So I want to inform you as best as I can to share with you who she is, how she ate Kislev, and why there are no other Hag Mothers in the lore or our game. Well, without reading further here, I hope that we don't gonna see all those Beastmen units in especially the Great Orthodoxy faction. For fuck's sake, man, they're called the Great Orthodoxy, and I look at them, and there's like 7 shades, my bad, Kislev shades in the army, and 7 Beastmen units. The Great Orthodoxy, they're called Great Orthodoxy, not Great Unorthodoxy. What is this word Orthodox? Google, tell me, what does it mean to be Orthodox? Following or conforming in the traditional or generally accepted rules of belief or religion, philosophy, or practice. They're called the Great Orthodoxy, man. They're not fucking beastmen or the elves or whatever, man. Right? I don't want to see that madman guy, the leader of the Great Orthodoxy, with a beastman army playing Kislev. Like, what the fuck, man? Make those beasts just for the mother, Mother Stanka. I don't want to see any of those shit in the Ice Court or the Great Orthodoxy factions. Is that so complicated? Doesn't fit. We're not buying the DLC for Kislev anyways. That part is probably the worst part of the DLC anyways. It stinks hard. Okay, moving on. Rant finished. Mother Stanka is a character of great importance to many Kislevites, acting as a guardian of the land in times of great peril, but also to be wary of and not across to avoid her wrath. It is her magic that is wielded in battle both by herself and her hag witches, and her unstoppable force that brings both man and nature to fight to her cause and that of Kislevs. With the exception of Mother Stanka herself, the few other hags of Kislev are not generals. They have no interest in leading armies themselves. Instead, they help enact Mother Stanka well through aiding Kislev's other leaders and their forces. With this new lore in mind and staying as close and true to it, we needed to look for the other generic lore option for Kislev to field instead of Hag Mothers, and I think we came up with a good option, thanks to Games Workshop's help and guidance, the Druzhina. The Druzhina. Druzhina was the name of the one of the Russian unique units from Medieval 2, if you guys remember. It was like a heavy cavalry unit. So Druzhina will be more on him later. Druzhina, this is like it's almost like a group of people, not one guy. Druzhina. More on him later. Let's first take a look at the lore of the Hag as I promised you, and show you what fun new tricks Mother Stanka has at her disposal. Hag, that's actually gonna be a spell lore here, huh? Lore of the Hag. Available to both Mother Stanka and Hag witches, the Lore of the Hag features 6 new spells and new lore attribute. The spell lore is focused primarily on disrupting and hexing enemy units, but with a twist, as when overcasting these spells they become augments that you can use on your own forces. This complements Mother Stanka's campaign mechanics of curses and blessings to provide more ways to play with this unique character in battle. That sounds interesting. The Hag witches draw with the power from the woodlands, fens and oblasts of Kislev, holding those who stray into them terminally uncountable. How they draw all this power from this territory all the way in Nagaroth? Incantations and curses take shape to summon forth the spirit magic of the land, blessing the Kislevites who fight for it and cursing those who may see it harmed. I really hate it when they go into detail like this. They create a spell here, but it doesn't say what it does. Why it doesn't say exactly what it does? Why it says minor decrease? What is this changed roleplay lingo here instead of, you know, itty-gritty details. Fate of Interlopers activates every time a Lord of Hex spell is cast. It provides a debuff to enemy units while buffing your own troops simultaneously. So, minor decrease of leadership. So, every time you cast a spell, the enemy will lose some leadership. Probably gonna be like -4, -5. And for your troops, will increase your spell resistance. Doesn't say in what amounts though. It's like, why did not say the numbers here? Spells, the Forbidden Fence. As a curse, Forbidden Fence, area of hexes negatively affects enemy speed, charge speed, and vigor. Speed, charge speed, and vigor, huh? At least it's vigor, not attack, to be similar to that other lore.
Summon the electric.
I protect Bretonia.
What was that other one? This one is the Curse of Honor Hair. I really like this spell. Also has a very good casting range. This is speed, and charge bonus. Gork will fix it. The buff increases speed, charge speed, vigor whilst granting stride and unspottable. Yeah, this could be depending on the casting range. If it's over 150 or 200 meters, it will be good for you know, hit and run tactics, harassment. Witch Brew. So it's bread. Damage units in this spell applies the poison cone effect. So it might be something like the pestilent bread. Witch Broth. Damage units in its pet applies conic effect to friendly units, which heals them, boosts them rigor, and making them immune to enemy contact effects. Some heal, huh? Interesting. If you overcast it, it turns into a heal. Bread that heals. That's interesting. This one looks exciting. Healing is powerful. Next one is the Curse of the Ancient Witch. As a regular cast, negatively affects enemies' missile block chains, armor, and will spread to nearby enemies within the spell's spread range. It's kind of like a plague, you know, thing that spreads around. Blessing of the Ancient Witch imbues the magical attacks. Armor piercing missile damage buff and a base missile damage and reload skill. Reduce block chains. Is there anything else in the game that does that? Yeah, there is. There are a couple of effects that do this. Most notably, for example, is the Shield Breaker. Shield Breaker weakens the shields by 24. So if your block chance is 55, it drops by 24. Vengeance of Spirits, man. Is it me or this special effects? What's that game where you're playing delivery guy? They're a really high quality game. This kind of reminds me of one of the scenes. Death Stranding is all the whole lore feels like Death Stranding inspired, right? Or is it just me? The colors and the effects feels like Death Stranding. That looks like almost like a smoke monster, but something else here. What is this? Vengeance of Spirits. Area of direct damage. So Flock of Doom. Damages enemies within the radius applies the silence attribute, which stops affecting units from being able to use abilities or cast spells. Okay. Omen of Spirits. Enhance the flow of winds of magic in favor of yours or allied spellcasters dealing damage in the process. What does it mean, dealing damage in the process? Does anybody know what it means, dealing damage in the process? Like, it's an augment and it says dealing damage in the process. That's very confusing. You mean like a forbidden rod? Ah, okay, makes sense. So it's self-harm. So it's basically they given them the effect from the dark magic, from the lore of dark magic, the power of darkness. Power of darkness is really good and it does little damage to you. This lore is hot these days, really hot. I haven't played Dark Elves yet. Chris Cauldron. It's a vortex ability. Central vortex fires are projectiles that spawn small moving vortexes upon vortex impact. The same as the ball, but this vortex no longer harms friendly units that are caught in this area of effect, so they'll just damage the enemy. Malediction of Madness. As a hex, negatively affects enemies' base weapon damage, armor-piercing weapon damage, melee attack, and inflicts rampage. Why they say base weapon damage, armor-piercing weapon damage? Why doesn't they say weapon strength? Weapon strength is both base weapon damage and armor-piercing weapon damage. An augment increases base weapon damage, armor-piercing weapon damage, melee attack, and inflicts rampage. Basically just shift effects around, put magical attacks there, attack here, a little bit damage there, cost adjusted. Rampage means you lose control of the unit and they get a buff. It can be a good thing or a bad thing. The Drugina is a character steeped in Kislev lore, a lesser noble that lives beyond the walls of Kislev's great cities and tends to his own lands and his people. Ever ready to serve the Tsar or Tsarina, the Drugina are well connected to the nature that surrounds them and bring with them to war items that have been handed down generation by generation. They will act as a great addition to Kislev's losses, bridging the gap that we had between the boyars and that of Mother Sankhya, in who could lead her armies. The Drugina are drawn from minor Kislev nobility and consist of land-owning men of sufficient means that they can afford a horse. Armor and weapons with which to defend the motherland when called upon by the Tsar, as it was fitting of members of the establishment. The Drugina have disdain for city dwellers. They don't like city slickers, and are keen on preserving the rural hierarchy that provides their power and status, but also self-sufficient. The soldiers will have a healthy attitude, with a very real likelihood they will be killed during military service. The Drugina's main weapon of choice is the Great Axe, very nasty when swung with conviction, yet they also carry a bow. So immediately reminds me of like that hero that's been based of like Ulrika Magdova. But you know, also reminds me of the Huntsman General. So a great axe and a bow. So it's a hunter. Need a pet bear. What's the general feeling of new lore? Seems like some good stuff. I like this dynamic between the hexes and the positives. Must resist the urge to howdy on the house.
Howdy. My name is Jed Masterson.
Just get a drink of this
and I'm
first.
a caravan boss for the Happy Trails Caravan Company. If you're hearing this, I have a job offer for you. Happy Trails is organizing an expedition north into Utah, off the Long 15. And we need people.
Oh my god.
We're looking for caravan guards, prospectors, couriers. If you're used to humping it across the waste, straight toward trouble.
I wanna hump across the waist.
If you got a pit boy, we definitely want you. On the other hand, if you're a greenhorn or a city slicker spinning tales about your skills, you can kindly go hang. If we like your gumption, we'll pay you square and treat you fair. Find me, Jed Masterson, at the Northern Passage if you're interested. Luck to you.
Luck to ya. Gameplay overview. Despite being effective hybrid unit, skills select a truly hybrid lore type character to sit in between the melee focus boy and the magic focus ice witch. The junior subscribes to this playstyle by supporting missile lines with his abilities, whilst holding his own in melee with a powerful armor-piercing greater weapon. Hybrid. Regina is able to deal significant single target damage with his bow. Oh brother, here we go again. Character shooters. Remember Glade Captain? Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What? Look at this significant powerful damage here. 6-7 AP, 147 base missile damage. It's a reload of 9 seconds. Projectile even is bugged as well. Homing that hits nothing. If they double this, it's still poor for this reload. Double. These are those hybrid cards which absolute trash range attacks. This is a Wood Elf, Glade Captain. What's the Glade Lord look like? Not that better. Look at this. Slightly better. Wood Elves, boys. Why is it always hard to find Empire here? Ladies and gentlemen, let me show you the power creep. 240 base missile damage, 160 armor piercing missile damage, 100 anti-large 8-second reload. A mere mortal man of the Empire surpasses in skill, items, and damage the mighty, powerful, most famed, feared Wood Elf archers. CA, what the fuck? This is how you do a range attack. This is how you do a range attack. Fix the goddamn Glade Lords and those Glade Captains. I mean, one more time. Look at this. Hans Marshal, Huntsman General, DLC. 100 anti-large missile, 160 AP, 240 base missile damage, 8-second reload. Or 500 there. Compare to Wood Elves. 350. 30% lower damage on the missile strength. Significantly, not significant changes here, but it's missing the 100 anti-large projectile as well. And then you compare this garbage. Trash. Smetje. Do everybody a favor, boys, and when you start a battle with wood elves, turn off fire at will. Thank me later. Don't waste your precious animation time on using the bow with this character. Waste Stalker, same as the Glade Lord, identical as the Glade Lord. The only way you can reliably do anything with the shooters characters with wood elves is you use the Glade Lord and 2 or 3 Waste Stalkers, and they all shoot the same target. That is the only time they're gonna do something. And how does the Legendary Lord of the Empire looks like on this range target? Range character damage has always been off in the target game. This is the new character, right? It's literally slightly better Glade Lord. This is still pretty poor. Randomly kill a couple of guys, but do everybody a favor, just turn off fire at will. You have to be pretty desperate to think that this will help you. This is the Marcus Woolhart. Has 120 anti-large and really high armor piece damage. This is how you should do projectile damage on characters. This is how you do it. This is it. And depending what they shoot, the speed of projectiles, and how famed the faction and or character is, they should adjust the reload times and damage. This should be like literally the golden standard for character damage. You can ignore the anti-large here, for example, but 100 to 130 AP, 8 second reload. And then depending if they're the Wood Elves or the Empire or, I don't know, Dwarves or Vampire Coast, they adjust this shit. It has to be proper value of damage, otherwise it's pointless shoot. Like, Marcus Woolhart is one of those rare characters, him and the Alitenar, that are actually worth shooting. And when you compare this to Alitenar, for example, Alitenar is actually worse, but has a crazy range, so I guess you could forgive them. But the problem is with a crazy range projectile, the further he's shooting, it has to be the larger target, otherwise it might be missing quite often. If the speed of the projectile is not good while the range is increased, it's pointless. That extra range doesn't do anything. You mean the Sisters of Twilight? The Sisters of Twilight have a dragon. They have a dragon, and dragon, you know, has a breath, and the dragon lands in your head and kills you. What a shame is to use range attacks on such characters. So it's a hybrid. Missile unit enhancement. Units needed to the region will benefit from increased missile stats. Yeah, just typical of missile characters. Armor replenishment. Drugina is the only unit in the Kislev roster that can replenish used up ammunition to friendly units, making him an effective support character for Kislev missile lines. Okay. As a warhorse. If I'm not mistaken, Huntsman General doesn't have a mount. The Glade Lord does have access to a mount. I think this will just further support the main issue with Kislev. It's like their entire army just doing shooting. And when you're fighting the AI, it feels off. It feels off because this type of specialization doesn't really suit the how the AI plays. So, you know, for all that matters, all these guys just range. The melee doesn't exist. They might have the most powerful melee attack, and the AI will most of the time just use it as a range character. You know, one of the original examples is the the Norscan powerful chariot, which is the Marauder Isil chariots. It has a crap missile attack because it has only a couple of shooters, and since it has a range action, it will just be used as a range instead of just stomping in melee. This is like really one of the main examples. But that's just like bad code on the AI, right? This is why some of these units really need a different behavior when used by the AI. Like the Marauder Isil chariots should have fire at will and be used strictly as a melee unit. This is a killing machine in melee, but the AI is just using for the shoot range attack. It rarely goes into melee. It has to be like a unique situation and sometimes just random. I don't even understand why they put this thing on. Why did they even give that range attack? They literally crippled this unit. This was supposed to be a powerful unit for the AI. Because this used to be a terrifying unit, and then they got even better version, but they got the range attack, and their whole behavior doesn't work. Missile chariots are really horrible, because missile chariots are harassment at best. And it's the level of damage really when you're playing multiplayer that will help. And no other level of damage. A couple of exceptions, but the damage is slow. And when you have to rely on slow damage, I mean, it's a desperate battle or a pretty even battle. The Golden Knight, Nariska Leysa, legendary hero. Nariska Leysa. Man, when they mentioned Golden Knight, I thought it would be like, not for Kiz, but something else. But it looked like Kiz was getting Golden Knight. For some reason, I thought the Golden Knight would be for somebody else. Balancing out the legendary heroes on offer in Shadows of Change meant I was looking for a character to join Kislev ranks. So you're telling me Kislev is getting a second legendary hero before any other faction got a single one. If technically Kislev has 3 legendary heroes, right? I like legendary heroes, but they need to fix Gotrek and Felix and Green Knight before they add anything else. Just looks really bad. Every time they release something new, it just looks even worse. Really depressing to even just think about it. The Golden Knight is the champion of the Ice Queen. This is an honorary rank bestowed to the greatest warrior among the Dragina, or occasionally in history. Boyas or even the common soldiery. Nariska is the daughter of the previous Golden Knight. Damn, another woman here? Oh man, this is not a complaint, you know, I like it. I'm getting pictures in my head, boys. But every time they introduce a new female character, my favorite thing is who's gonna voice her. You know, that's like the most attractive feature of a female fantasy character, the voice actor. And don't give me feels weird, man. You know you love the Mommy Ying. You freak. What do you mean a freak? It's like this is a Valka's voice actor. Valka is just the right amount of cringe. I mean, for a corn character like that, I think it's just right amount. Like Arnesa is garbage, trash. But I think over half the female characters in the game were excellent, and some of them are exceptional. Ulrika's great. Top manager. I'm not gonna be looking for any other new streamers on Twitch. I already have 2 Booba streams I watch, and that's it, man. 3. I literally at this point refuse to follow anybody else. That's more than I need, man. I follow Fox and King, Katrine, and Cherry 7. You guys got time to follow more streams? Watch Twitch exactly, man. Man, what the hell? I'm not clicking that. My time is saturated. Heck, there is 3 booba games I need to start playing. There's three shows I'm behind. I don't have a single minute to spare on any new people on Twitch or in my life. Unless they're playing Magic. And playing with me. What do we do when Twitch Korea goes away at the end of the month? Well, I'm just gonna watch Korean stuff on YouTube. There's a limit how much you can follow. There's a limit how much you can keep attention on, and I just don't want to be that like you have 50 people and just like go through them. Like I watch just a couple of people and that's it. And even those people just get barely a few minutes of my time on a weekly basis. This is my Twitch follow channels. You can see them on the left. I follow Fox and King, Turumba. Foxy, I didn't even know she did booba stuff. Man, it was a shock to me. I'm still shocked. Turumba, Katrine, Cherry 7, Dance Gaming, Rob Coach, Mother Oblivion, Toby, Pieces Pagun, Fan Jenkins, and Fodzy. And I've been really struggling here. I need to unfollow 2 people. I have too many people on my follow list. I don't like it. This is what happens when you send a portal to a portal. I could make them disappear. I think PC Space Goon hasn't been streaming Total War in a while. I actually enjoyed his unique perspective. You know, I followed him on Total War just because he has some different way to play the game. And it's, you know, the way that I don't see anybody else do it. But shame not more people recognize this. Life coach for what? Man, I have never watched anybody play League of Legends. And then I turn on live coach one day and he's streaming League of Legends. And the first thing I see him do, he enters the game and then he has muted his team in a team game. And then I'm like, thank you, man. Thank you for proving my point that multiplayer is garbage, toxic, wasteland, and we don't have to play it anymore. And that guy deserves my follow, and if he's streaming something, I'm gonna check him out for sure. He deserves a couple minutes of my time. Fuck multiplayer these days, man. It's become a wasteland. He played League of Legends a couple times. I'm like, he's playing League of Legends. Like, what is he doing there? And like, muting the team. And it's like, you know, I was like, I remember all those years we used to mock people who play League of Legends. We literally mock them and make jokes about them and laugh at them. In those, it was like pre-Cataclysm. I don't know, was it Cataclysm days of World of Warcraft? I don't know. Then I remember one guy joining us and saying he just plays League of Legends just to troll people.
Oh my god. Have you seen that
And
shit?
like, surely he's trolling the enemy team. No, he's playing League of Legends to troll his own team. And it gotta be one of the most toxic games out there. Hey, okay. Okay. Where are we? Where are we? We've been sidetracking here. Yeah, we started with the Booba stuff. Booba stuff always distracts us here, but another female character, the Golden Knight. Nariska is the daughter of the previous Golden Knight who died at the side of Tsar Boris. As a girl, Nariska learned swordcraft from her father, honing her skills of warrior from the finest in the realm. Oh my god, are we gonna get another female Tyrion? So she was derided by her peer. Guys, man, even Rapunzel. Please, CA, not one more female fighter that has had damage on Sigvald. No, enough is enough. Sigvald needs big dig DPS, needs AP damage, more AP damage before you add another guild that will out DPS him. Though she was derided by her peers, she stood forward as a candidate as the guardian of the Tsarina when the Drusian elected her father's successor. Nariska is a tall and powerful build, the physical equal of any mighty warrior, but her greatest attribute is her determination. Such is her drive that she trains longer and more intensely than any other, Dorot. In battle she fights with a fury born of stubborn pride. In Kislev she is unmatched in combat. Even stronger than the Tsar, huh? The previous Tsar. Every Golden Knight is consecrated by the cult of Ursun, and Sonariska bears both religious ornamentation and the favor of the Ice Court. In this way, she unifies the divided church and the state. The Queen of Kislev's champion is known as the Golden Knight, an honorary rank bestowed upon the finest warrior from among the ranks of Drusian. All the boyars, okay, we actually. I was killed when the Boris was captured. It's gonna be looking like one damn full body, huh? It looks like some kind of divine character. Oh, man. The Golden Knight is a heavily armored guardian with a focus on protecting friendly characters and buffing the resolve of her comrades nearby. Wearing a full suit of armor and wielding a powerful magical sword, Ursun's Claw. Oh my gosh, she's getting a unique weapon before Green Knight. She's a bulwark which many foe will have difficulty overcoming. The Golden Knight is getting flesh before the Green Knight. Isn't Green Knight supposed to be like one of the most famous characters? The Golden Knight is an exceptional protector using her defense abilities and stats to increase the ability of nearby friendly lords and heroes. Looks like something nice to put in army with Serena. The more damage sustained by the Golden Knight, the more determined surrounding friendly units become to fight on. Green Spy. RuneScape. I hate you. You know why I hate you? Because I spew this toxic waste. Because, you know, when I'm pissed and irritated over these years of abuse and poor game management, and now you spewing the same toxic crap back at me. The Golden Knight's ability and powerful sword allows her to go toe-to-toe with melee lords and heroes. It's a war horse. Another legendary hero. You know, I can't tell if this is a man or a woman, guys. We're gonna have to hear her voice. Imagine she gets voiced by a dude pretending to be a girl. Maybe they take like you know, I'm still you know, don't don't feel weird, man, me guys. But these days I'm still confused about the Glade captains. I just can't make my mind. Are they girls? Are they women or they're male? Are they male or female? You know? Like, what the hell, man? Okay, let's move on. Speaking of this, what is politically incorrect memes and stuff, I saw something incredibly hilarious the other day. And I'm never gonna be big enough to get cancelled, but let me show you guys. It's after this. Where is it, man? This shit was hilarious when I saw it. I don't know why they always send this shit to me on Facebook. They're like spying on me. I put in the share memes channel. What the hell? Where is it? Today. Oh man, you guys spammed the chat there. Today. While I'm looking for it, I better not show this one. I'm gonna get banned. I can't find it. Did somebody remove that shit? Oh, there it is, boys. There it is. One of the best things I've seen on Facebook in a while. Brace yourself. I love this in Lord of the Rings. And a meme. This is like perfection. You remind me, David, mentioning the social contract thing. I know exactly the way the Gandalf would scream this. Where were we? Silhouette Warriors, new unit. We've come to better understand that not every unit in DLC needs to be a centerpiece monster and headed in the other direction with this new unit plugging a much needed lower tier infinite gap. I hope when they add these new units that we're not gonna click on a Kislev army and 10 of them are gonna be DLC units. See if we get it. You added new units to the game. Not an entire army has to be DLC units. We get it. Chill, chill. Make sure they recruit like 2, 3, or 4 of them, not like 12, 16 units, and they're like Kislev Warriors or that shit range crossbow unit they added. We come to beta. Okay, the Kislev Warriors armed with their halberds are tier 1 troops that are decent withstanding a charge and bound by their blood will fight to the bitter end for Kislev. Tier 1 halberds. Huh. Tier 1 halberds, boys. That's a strange tier 1 halberd unit. I guess they're gonna be just like a better zombie pole arms, but they're not even tier 1, they're tier 2, right? Are the zombie pole arms tier 2, right? I also marked as tier 1 here. But you need a building for them, right? Tier 1 halberds. I guess this one comes to mind as well. Glade Guardians. I mean, Glade Gardens are not really halberds. They're more like spears. But I guess it's the same thing. You mean Eternal Guard? But when you look at the damage, it's pretty much halberds, right? Okay. We've taken inspiration in their design from the older Mordheim miniatures, just like the Druzhina, in creating something with much closer feel and look to the land and the woods that Mother Stanke protects. Kislev Ungar with spears. Well, at least those halberds don't shoot. It's a polearm weapon. Oh, nice, you got like a couple of different ones. It's a polearm, not really a halberd. I mean, they kind of use halberd and polearm, for the same thing. It's just a polearm. It's like a long weapon with multiple uses, right? Hey, Cludis. Gameplay overview. Kislev warriors are halberd-wielding infantry that occupy a low price point within the Kislev roster. Because they don't pay the tax of being a hybrid unit, Kislev warriors have more entries than a standard Kislev infantry unit. So it's gonna be like, what, 120 or 160 of them? Looks like 120, huh? Which makes them an effective mid-shield for the rest of your army. Cheap. Kislev warriors are the cheapest true melee unit of the Kislev roster, making them a great pick in the early game. Oh man, poor ogres. If you guys get these guys. The ogres will just touch them to large them melt. So getting off their asses, yeah. They're releasing the Shadows of Change after 6 months delay. They delayed everything. Just they really thought they didn't deliver. They just delivered it again. I guess not enough people bought the DLC originally, so they have to sell it again. Kislev warriors with Hail Halberds are great at combating monster infantry such as trolls. Frontline troops. With more entries than any other Kislev infantry unit, the Kislev warriors serve as a decent screen for missile infantry. Okay. What the fuck is this? Frostworm? Okay, this is just like this is just pushing it, man. You may recognize this name if you have ever ventured to Norscar or played a campaign of theirs, now called the Chaos Frost Dragon. The Norscan unit is very different to Kislev's true Frostworm. A hulking, flightless beast. Now it's if Kislev one is called Chaos Frost Dragon, hopefully they got a buff, right? I can't just rename them and keep them as this. Now this is Chaos Frost Dragon. They need to rebrand it and add +1 attack on it. At least that. A hulking, flightless beast, deadly in combat with its massive fanged jaws, sighting claws, and a vicious slashing tail. The Frostworm acts as a boat, as an individual unit, or a mount of her Catherine or her Ice Witches. That's cool. It's actually going to be a ground unit. I like it. I like this. For a second I was worried it would be flying. It's cool. Okay. Okay. So, Catherine the Ice Witches. I still have CS support, man. Nothing to do with CS since June 2018. I remember that month well. That's where I got the extra shade of Jade. The Frostworm is a deadly mid-tier monster which can move its way across the battlefield relatively quickly for a monster of its size. Does look like an enlarged Razordon, right? Or one of them salamanders. With the top end of a roster getting particularly crowded, the Frostworm's power level is comparable to that of a Dark Elf War Hydra or the Stegadon of the Lizardman. This enables it to really stand out on its own as a unique pick when compared to the Elemental Bear or Incarnate Elemental of Beasts. It's fast, so it looks like just a Ice Salamander. Huh? There's a Frostbite and give me a mount for these units. It does look kind of cool if it's gonna be on the ground. We'll see how it's gonna be as a mount. This also kind of reminds me of the ground that won them Chinese dragons. Ice Core Sled, Mount, Frill Sea. I can't tell you how pleased the team are to be finally releasing the Ice Core Sled in game for you all. It's been on our wish list, like many of yours, for some time since the launch of Total War Warhammer 3. Karen will now rightly be able to nip across the snow-covered plains, hills, and mountains of her lands. Well, if you don't have the DLC, you don't have the mount skill. I think that's how it works. Same way with the Goblin Great Shaman. Having downloaded the Frill Sea, you don't have access to the Arachnarok Spider. Like the wind, pulled by the six of the finest steeds that Kislev has to offer, the Ice Cold Sled is the quickest way for Kazan to move around the battlefield. Like the wind, this like tells me it's gonna be 100 speed. Indomitable, the momentum of the sled allows it to push through enemy infantry lines with ease, making it an effective unit for disrupting and confusing enemy formations. Ice Guard crew. 2 members of the Ice Guard fire their bows from the sled, allowing it to be also used as a missile chair in a pinch. Kind of reminds me like that thing that Heg had, the Mother Stankia. 2 bows, huh? 2 Ice Guard with bows. I hope you enjoyed learning about all the new characters, units, and spells coming to Kislev, as I've added a treat for you Lord Lovers out there next week that I touched on the start of this blog. We have once again partnered with Black Library novelist David Geimer to bring you a wonderful dark tale of things in the wood, taking a closer look at the Mother Stankia and the Kingdom of Kislev. Total War candle holders, please keep your eyes peeled for news in your inbox for Monday. So now we have heard all about the new additions. The team wanted to gather together in the content is entire. They just look so bad, guys. This is what they released for 25 euros, and this is now what we are getting still. Like, this is what they tried to get away with it. I cannot really look at it any other way. This is what they tried to get away with. This on the left, and this is what we're getting now. You see what they're trying to do these days? This industry trying to get away with this shit. Yeah. I for one cannot really praise anything here. Just like this is like what should have been in the first place. Try to get away with this shit, man. And that was in the year of Starfield as well. Anyways, let's play a few turns of Sigvald. Carlos campaign 22nd, yep. All day. Am I gonna play this close in lunch? Probably. If I don't get any further jade on me. If I'm still here. Well, for me, who've been playing this very long, if they hit the soundtrack, okay, that's enough for me. I don't expect anything else from the game, except delivering the opening, the soundtrack, and maybe 10 hours of, you know, we are still, clueless before we see all the issues. Oh yeah, I remember that was here yesterday where they could have attacked us with 4 armies, but they attacked it with 3. From a guaranteed victory to a guaranteed defeat. We had to use the veto yesterday, the first veto since we got the auto-resolve rule.
Do you take me for a wazak?
Okay, let's deal with this Wazak.
Damned with power.
Don't really have to do shit here, but we send go back there. I guess he has to go for noon.
Demon Prince of Meg. Regaining strength.
So what's going on here with this replenishment thing? Ah, it's foreign territory replenishment.
Eternal blasphemy.
We'll just send him there. This area doesn't matter. We're just here to cause trouble. Just here to cause trouble.
Und Axel.
I don't really get it here. Why these armies are spawning around there are not war many of those factions?
Handsome and lethal.
Wasn't he earlier here?
They will be dominated.
Where did he go? North?
This is wise.
This is wise.
My ruinous powers. You dare spread ruin on them. You have my favor. Never stop. I'll move when I choose. Cease!
I'm here to catch Festus, right?
Now is chaos! I think not. Destroy!
Oh, why not? Why not? We could just auto-resolve this. Just want to see this. Okay.
Demonhood is mine.
We can at least pay close attention here to duck animations.
It's not a mortal concern. Chaos comes. They will
Got Frenzy now as well. Frenzy is sick for this unit because they need attack and damage. The unit can get overwhelmed by the numbers and some large units, but
devourers.
I still have to have the right stuff.
By their will. I go.
I really hope we get the new state of the game. Like, I don't care about any of this new shit. I don't care about personally any of this new shit. Just more of the same new shit we get all the time. I just want them to at least improve the state of the game so we can have a different state of the game until the next time they change it. And if that costs 25 euros, that costs 25 euros. Just fix the goddamn state of the game. I want a different state of the game so I can keep it playing the game.
Chaos comes. All will be despoiled. The ground shakes.
These guys are special in the way they get the hero attacks. Not as good as hero attacks, but close. Very nice splashing, so they don't lose a lot of damage in fighting infantry. So basically, if this was chosen, or a lot of these other units, they would have been needing either more attacks, or they would have been wasting damage. Well, these guys have very effective damage.
To despoil.
So, Chosen might do more damage, but this guy do more effective damage. But when I'm playing this campaign, I'm not sure, Vronsky. Why do you ask? Because if you apply multiple units here, Chosen will have way more combatants. They're gonna do more damage in overall. But apparently these guys are way more effective at dealing damage. Like in this situation here, they're in trouble. They're starting to take damage because they're surrounded. But Chosen here would have not been surrounded. That would have just been an ideal spot to fight outnumbered. These guys are literally lost the benefit of their melee defense in this situation. So they have to rely on the regeneration armor. Only one RuneScape. The first demon prince of Slanesh is your name, okay? Don't worry about it. I don't think units started taking damage because their formation was broken. The benefit of their metal defense was gone. Most of their entities. Their metal defense went to like maybe under half the value, if not lower. We're gonna definitely have a couple of locations with the extra garrison. Sparring champs are the best troops to cover territories.
Despoil.
Look at this fog of war arm.
Beyond your comprehension.
They're actually taking attrition there, huh?
Witness my beauty.
Spread ruin on them.
It's gonna be a really bad location for us right now.
Ruinous powers.
Does anyone remember where Festus went? Was it north or east? I wanna say north.
Old sawbones.
I wanna say north, but it's because of the ambush thing, huh? Well, we're gonna have to do this for one turn. I'm not 100%, but I think he went north.
Now is chaos. Now! Agree! Mortals will quail!
Okay, we have this guy guarding the ult one. I have several armies chilling around so we can focus more on the things I really want to focus on instead of just doing more until I get 3-hour turns. Because we can add so much more pieces to the board at this point.
March for the Prince of Chaos. Onward. Pleasure and pain as one. Let me show you a life without limits. Destruction for all.
This guy will definitely stay on ult one. We are traveling between the regions to recruit aspiring champions. They're too easy to unlock, and I don't like it, but it is what it is. Just have to stop complaining about it.
Ruin on them. Destruction for all. You dare! The gods smile. Are you a god? The gods direct me.
Two Sigvald undivided ones will stay on ult one. Ult one will be fine in about 10 or 20 turns. Makari will have actually really crazy stuff going at that point.
Your defiance is noted.
See how easily this guy's unlocked? This guy should be earned. Should be earned through with unit progress. Them being recruitable just undermines the whole system, if you ask me.
Lord of Slanesh.
Oh, look at this.
Not one step further, stranger. You do not walk my lands without my blessing,
Well,
which you don't have.
Welcome our new vassal, boys. Just like that, they've fallen to Slanesh.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
This faction is really easy to seduce.
This is Bretonia. I am its king.
They
For
will
the
not
lady's
like
sake,
it, but
state your demand,
they are
so I
stuck
can
with us.
reject them.
We didn't want to attack their main army,
Champion of the
and we
lady,
didn't want to attack
King Ruin Leon
their tier 5 settlements. We're not ready for domination. Domination is a 10-turn cooldown. Now we can move on. This is our new vassal area here. These territories are useless to us.
With me.
Unless it's a Chaos Fortress, we don't care about territories. A couple exceptions, because this is bad in our hands. Like safe location with iron like this. Force maybe. But even iron doesn't really matter. Any of those resources don't really matter. Unless it's a part of the Chaos Fortress, that doesn't really matter.
Oh
What
my
the hell?
God. Have you seen that shit?
RuneScape gifting 21 subs. Well, thank you, RuneScape, for cleaning out hell for people. Appreciate it. Yoo-hoo! Yeah,
my
what is
God.
Coron?
Have you seen that shit?
By the light of...
Holy
You are a
shit.
guest in my realm. You will act like it. A wise move.
Agnieta.
It shall be.
Look at this, the ultimate Coron Greater. Okay, we have a faint Chantress here, needle spanking.
Oh my God.
Blessings
Have you
of
seen
God.
that shit? Holy
For
shit.
the Dark Master.
Replenishment, huh?
I will not disgrace
6
my
gyros.
ancestors. First for battle. No, I will not shame my clan.
Oh my God. Have you seen that
Exalted
shit?
Slaughter.
Holy shit.
Exquisite.
They both don't have additional replenishment, huh?
Don't think so. Fight!
It makes for it makes more sense for this one to go after Bretonnia.
Lord of Rage!
Oh
But why not get
God.
experience on both?
Have you seen that shit? Holy
Horn
shit.
command, I go!
He's suicided here by sacking Musilon.
Yes, kill! Kill! The only death
We're not gonna have movement on both, huh?
death of sin.
Yeah, we have to split.
Let the slaughter
Oh my
commence!
God. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
Fallen commands our Corn army. This guy's on a Gore Beast, huh? Not yet.
Oh my God.
We'll get one of the guns so we can shoot the gyros.
Holy shit. What the hell?
You can use seduction on humans, elves, and beastmen. Norska are considered humans.
Oh my God. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
Just barely.
Warriors of Corn!
We're getting Chaos Warriors of Corn.
Hounds of War!
Oh my God. Have you seen that shit?
When it comes to Chaos Warriors, the Corn ones look like something else.
Their worship Marauders of Corn! We demand blood!
They might shoot their own guys there.
God.
Hounds of War!
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
Champion of Chaos! As Slanesh wills! Nobles, pestilent glory!
Make sure to know for this Corn Lord know that this is still Sigvald's faction and Warriors of Chaos. We have a Slanesh Sorcerer in Corn's army.
Oh my God.
Warriors of
Have you seen that shit?
Lusting to slaughter! Lord of Corn! Blood must flow! Lord of excess! Condit wills it!
Why does the Slanesh Sorcerer have Nurgle ability? It's a bug.
Lord of Corn!
Yeah, they're shooting their own Thunderer.
Oh
Look at
my
that.
God. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
Sorcerer of Slanesh! At once!
Let's trigger the buffs
Taste
for
the
speed and attack.
ecstasy! Kill! Kill!
Oh my God. Have you seen that shit?
Lusting for slaughter!
Shit.
With valor! Skulls for the skull throat! Close on the ship! Where chaos! Knights of Corn! Very well! Forward! Toward the palace!
Oh my God. Have you seen that shit?
Keep riding, boys. Spin everything.
Knights of Corn! Battle hungry. Features many glories. Glorious devastation! Blood!
Let's make sure they attack us up.
My god.
Make claim!
Shit.
Dark magic is mine to command! Build it all!
Too much cavalry for to make the Chaos Warriors relevant in this fight.
Thunderous! It serves chaos. Darkness calls!
Oh my
Lord
god.
of Corn!
You see that shit?
Blessings of Corn!
Shit.
Over them! Butcher them! Power to slaughter! Chaos Warriors! Close the ship! Hunting soul!
My god. You see that shit?
Plague and filth! Thunderous!
A lot of shooters there.
Furnaces perverse glory!
My god. You see that shit?
Taken! Corn's will! Must find battle!
Oh my god. You see that shit? Shit.
Executed!
What the fuck is this, man? You guys see this shit?
Exalted hero!
These are the most stacked stats they have. It's like
My god. You see that shit?
there's something wrong with Exalted Hero Corn. There's something fucked up with it. This guy doesn't have any resistances.
Exalted hero of Corn!
My god.
Take
You see that
this
shit?
down!
Shit.
Over there! Fleet butchery!
He's hitting. It's not a hit chance, they're like delivering very poor damage.
My god.
Invoke
You
the
see that
blood
shit?
god!
Shit.
It's gotta be the armor. Something wrong with his attack animations at times, I think.
Exalted
Almost like supposed to have a follow-up attack, but it does no damage. They're giving it the lower AP damage, and I think it's supposed to be part of his attack animation. But he doesn't have that follow-up attack animation.
You see that shit? Shit.
Axe Father's Marauders! Charge! Retreat! I don't pray.
Man, Exalt Heroes of Corn are so underwhelming.
Blood for the blood god!
Both the Lord and the Hero are poor, they need to be better. Pester attacks more damage. It's like the Corn guys are just embarrassing version of Slanesh.
sacrifice. Lord of Korn!
Make sure we have all armored infantry so they can keep up. What do we got here? Still getting shot, huh?
Gifts of Korn!
Give me a while before we get the infantry bonus. I guess might as well go for the other stuff.
Slaughter begets rewards.
Army would be poor without a Slanesh for Sorcerer.
Is mine to
Also, we're more underwhelming than the Zinch army.
Lord of War! Let them come to us. Lord of Slanesh.
When it comes to Wars of Chaos, the Korn is really unimpressive.
Lord of Slanesh.
I just put him second only. So like, still put Zinch on the last spot because I'm not the biggest fan, but goddamn, it's like nothing really good to say about him except the units will okay. The characters are so underwhelming.
Warriors of Slanesh. Tremble, mortals! Chaos comes! Dark Prince's minions! As you desire. Indeed, my prince. Savor the battle to come. The Dark Prince demands that all be your slave. Theirs and ours. Unspeakable power unleashed. Sorcerer of Slanesh. The Dark Prince empowers me. For the Darkling Master. Dark Master, my soul is yours. Slanesh expects suffering! Slanesh expects suffering. Slanesh expects suffering. Unbridled destruction!
Little giant here.
Lord of Death. Slaanesh demands my presence. Rapture and torment!
Chandler's going to do okay stuff there.
Harbinger of hedonism. Close on
So they were hitting infantry and then they got murdered by the ogres.
Master of indecency, hear me. Prince of perversion. Dark sorcery unleashed. Teach them agony. Visit destruction. Dark magic is mine to command. Dark princes.
And we have to go this wide in the future.
Kill them all! Dark hearts! Slaanesh, hear my call! Overwhelming sensation!
The knight is just there for support another fight like this.
Victims! Knights of Slaanesh! Desire unbound. Taste the unbridled ecstasy! Warriors of Slaanesh! Hell! Let the final power.
Oh, that poor paladin.
Herald of indulgence!
Oh, connecting.
Sorcerer of Slaanesh!
It's that strange time when you have a superior army and they're just trying to focus the low threat troops, and then your Dragon Ogre just slowly kill them all while they're desperate trying to do any damage. They literally don't try to attack the Dragon Ogre, they just start to run away from them.
Offer their screams to the Prince of Persia.
10% replenishment. 3 gifts.
Lord of Slaanesh. Pleasure seeker. Yes, I desire it.
And a guy with so many buffs and abilities. This nice them within the army. I realized that's just better we have Dragon Ogres here. And they're faster, but they have no damage compared to Dragon Ogres.
Decadence awaits. Exquisite decadence. Seeking prey.
We have a replenishment in here because of Nurgle.
Lord of Horn!
Well, well, well. What do we have here?
I wonder what lurks in those depths.
What lurks in those depths? Nothing lurks there. We can get the Tale of the True Path progress now. We have never really completed past this point.
Windlord, guide us. At once.
There's our vassal here fighting Ursun's revivalists and rest of Kislev.
Of course.
We have a spy close to
Onward
Noon.
to destruction. I am pleased. Gods of chaos.
This guy will scout last to see what's going on.
What is thy will? Choose me, master.
Have you seen this here? I guess they are waiting for Orion to sound the horn.
Is the taint of chaos
Oh, look at
upon
this.
you?
The hunt is on, but he's not moving.
Choose me, master.
Choose me, master. This is John the Assassin. Killed many people. At least Master World could have been a fortress, man. What the hell?
The gods direct me.
Oh, this guy wanna die? All the characters are immortal.
This point has come. For the
It's
gods
really
of
easy to
chaos.
seduce.
Moving now.
But we're not gonna have 2 Bretonian vassals. Only 1.
What is thy will? Blast it! Tempests and fire.
This will be a rebellion here, whatever. We have 2 chaos gifts that lower control quite a bit, so rebellions are non-stop. And to minimize, we have to actually fight all these battles with this guy's present. Without him, we can auto-resolve. So we have to honor the rules. This is Lord feeding like this. It's really overpowered to just keep recruiting Chaos Lords, because there's no restrictions.
Yes, my ruin!
According to our house rule, because this is not just an empty garrison, we have to manually fight it, so it will just add tedium. So this way we at least can out-resolve.
They will be done. Now is chaos. Lord of Slanesh.
You may touch me only in dreams.
Lord of Decadence. I offer this sacrifice. Scion of excess.
That's a lord, boys, not that red guy.
Artifact of beguiling.
Lord of Slanesh. Savor the agony Decadence calls.
Lord of Slanesh.
That is not warranted.
Ecstasy of decadence awaits.
Close defeat, huh? There's a halberd there.
I do not play to lose. Raise the banners of excess.
He wants to play with a halberd.
Slave to your gifts.
This corruption is gonna be here for a while. There's a weird shit going on with this. Just double checking here so we can end the turn.
Decadence calls.
This place is one of the most underwhelming places in Warhammer 3.
I refuse.
You refuse. I get rid of Northern. What to do with Northern?
I've little time for talking, but much time for killing.
20,000 for this shithole?
Done and done.
Next turn. Well, Nakari is recording stuff. Good to see. You might actually get to become a pro of faction in a bit. We literally control all of Nagorod and all of Ultron. And now we have 2 fortresses in the Empire. And starting to expand into Bretonia. Almost has an enemy on his border, so he's gonna move. So Festus was north. Okay. Wanna get his trade on Sigurd. Looks like the crisis just makes the campaign worse, because it's highly imbalanced for the state of the game, and not everybody gets a crisis. And that literally is always the same shit due to Skaven appearing later. Kinda surprised they're attacking. Fresh recruiting army.
What orders? Spearmen at arms! Knights of Slanesh! God's bloody glory! Lord of Slanesh! Dark fortune! Yes, indeed! Dark hearts!
They're shard.
God brings and powers me! Warriors of Slanesh! Sent by darkness! Knights of Slaanesh! My blessing. Zealot of debauch. Our Slaanesh wills. Pleasure beckons. Slaanesh needs me. For the Darkling Master. Sorcerer of Slaanesh.
The army is really poor formation.
Slaanesh, hear my call.
It makes no sense to even create poor arrangements in such an army.
Fluid motion. Pleasure and pain. Spearmen at arms! Tell Dark Master, my soul is yours. Slay every mortal. Move off! Indeed. Master of it.
Welcome, boys.
Overwhelming sensation. Glorious mutilation.
The Girl Knights.
Warriors of Slaanesh.
Sometimes you don't have to move against in situations like this.
Friends there. Warriors of Slaanesh. Dark Prince's minions. Spreading corruption. Yes. Dark sorcery unleashed. Who first? Aye! Doing our duty! For Slaanesh's pleasure! Overwhelming sensation! Warriors of Slaanesh! We desire it! Sorcerer of Slaanesh! Dark magic is mine to command! Taste the sensation without limitation. Power beyond imagining. Let the carnal power flow. For the Dark Prince. Spearmen at arms! Annihilate them! Knights of Slaanesh! Warriors of Slaanesh! Claw their flesh!
Love it how confident these guys that are here maneuvering that units like that.
Warriors of Slaanesh! Armed and ready!
I just came for a late stream. I'm not gonna be streaming long. I was not even supposed to be streaming today.
Unspeakable power!
I saw the Kislev news, wanted to get over it, and a couple times Kislev. Kislev, Sigurd.
The Dark Prince empowers me! Decadent slaughter! A divine sensation! Perfect suffering! Spearmen at arms! Run and flow!
Looks like that prophetess is away from keyboard, probably reading a Reddit.
Lord of Decadence. Kill them all! Slaanesh, hear my call.
Warriors of Slanesh!
Was my dad logged in store? It was fun.
Knights of Slanesh! All will be despoiled! Sorcerer of Slanesh!
They put a lot of damage on our lord. 29,000 of pure melee carnage. We really don't have healing in this army, and those three aspiring champions pretty much get ignored, and they still decide to attack this. Take some serious effort just from this entire army to kill these three.
Offer their screams to the Prince of Pleasure.
That's it. In 2 battles, we have crushed Carcassonne's
You
military.
have a proposal, yes?
These guys again, huh? Paraquat is confederated Clan Angrund somehow. We just here causing trouble with the Straklun, and the dwarves just like, nope, we all gonna attack you. I wasn't even sure why I even send this army here, but I was looking for the nearby Chaos Fortress.
Pestilence comes! Seeking punishment! Plague and filth! Come on! Demon Prince! Chaos unleashed!
I ought to get the other takes a shard for Battles of Wars. This is such a powerful ability. Demon Prince of Nurgle has weaker magic than Chaos Sorcerer Nurgle.
Witness me, gods! Demon Prince!
Bastard read our inputs.
Chosen of Nurgle! Chosen of Nurgle! Glorious mutilation! Virulent warfare! Nurgle guides us! Close of the ship! Spill that!
This is such a crazy thing to have. All of a sudden they have no defense.
Challenge! Chosen of Spanish! Bringing anguish!
Serving murder.
Charge! Eat their souls! All will suffer! All will suffer!
Yeah, being here is kind of pointless.
Knights of murder! Withdraw!
Sinners expect suffering. Debauchery. Rapturous bloodshed. Demon prince. Chaos comes. Unbridled chaos.
Sweet butcher! Kill the devil! My lord!
The minus 50 defense that spreads to 5 targets for 30 seconds. Doesn't seem like to be spraying though. There was a unit just adjacent to it, didn't spray, so this bugged the double bug. So it's spreading some non-metal characters and it doesn't spread.
Move on them!
Spreading decay.
But we are the foe! Pain is life! Guided by the prince!
Purify them.
Chosen of none!
Rapture and torment.
Già lo eravamo.
Despair in tow!
Managed to kill 99 Chosen and our Chaos Knights. Very impressive. Considering the army is like no damage. Another great weapon set, a lot of fun in this fight. I love murdering dwarves. All of a sudden, allies of Corona are confused why has Corona switch sides. Not even Lumen can say no to Moradi's dungeon tits, pictures and shit. Win the following battle. The tale of the true path. Huh.
Shall we decant the wine?
Haven't done this battle before. We got the Echoed Hellbrass with a bunch of Chaos Warriors reinforcing. So they went with a ratio of 50-50 here. As the Frill Steel Legend Lord from Zinch. We've seen him in action, but we haven't had him in a faction before. Looks like Sigvald's quest battle.
Chaos comes! Very well, fool! The dark gods command me!
Keep Echoed Hellbrass alive. Who the fuck even kill him here?
For the Chaos gods! Agony and ecstasy!
Why didn't they cut the charge? Those get surrounded and you get a little by the boars.
Begin the reaping! Dark Prince's minions! Slanesh sends us. Knights of Slanesh! Ready for agony! Tremble, mortals! Blood! All will suffer.
Now this mission we have to keep somebody alive.
They will succumb! So be it!
Poorly.
We desire torment! Spreading ruination!
Mine didn't even try to fight back, they just start running.
Pain is life! I do as you bid. Slay them! Yes! Fortune! Perish in pain! Slanesh, hear my call! Marauders of Slanesh! Faster!
That's a Gorgon there. Gorgon and 2 giants, nice.
Overwhelming sensation.
Why they completely ignore this unit? I don't get this.
All will be despoiled! Now is our time! I am divine! Slay every mortal!
No weapon range.
For the Chaos Gods!
Still managed to keep up with his speed. He's charging. He's slightly getting away.
Your will!
very strange.
Dark Prince's Marauders! Gravity is all. Glorious torment! Dark Prince's minions! Slaanesh, behold! Slaanesh needs me. Taste the unbridledness. For chaos! Mortal fool! Chosen! Each their souls! Spreading destruction!
Second is not much defense, not much armor, it's barely taking any damage. It's like they have an issue with reaching the way to hit it. And no range.
The Dark Prince empowers me. Knights of Thanos. Pull back! Dark sorcery unleashed. Wolf Father's warrior.
You guys have been fighting Morris upon this entire fire down.
Dark Prince's minions!
Going, yeah.
Let there be chaos!
I'm going to bed myself soon.
Dark Prince's Marauders!
Finally some proper damage.
Dark magic is mine to
I think he's healing too much in slow damage.
overwhelming sensation! We must flee!
We literally just need to send all our troops, whatever we have, to Echo and fight there. If we do this battle like earlier.
Takers of scalp!
Go to local market today morning, wake up at 7 AM. Well, we better go to sleep. 6 hours, that's almost gonna be a zombie. This army is too much, man. Too much. 247 kills on those marauders. Gotta make this spend some stuff in this army. It's like doesn't do what I want to do. Even with the Reddit strategies. For 15 turns, you can pick Revelations of Grit or Revelations of Skill. Blood when? Fucking hell, it's bugged, man. I'm telling you, it's bugged. Echoed Hellbrass approaches the Great Monolith, taking in all the power of its runes and incantations. However, he also spots something else, a carving of a Templar with a rampant griffin upon his head. An ancient image of a young Echoed himself, etched thousands of years prior. With confused anguish, Echoed travels further north into the waste until he encounters a portal atop a long flight of steps. As he reaches the top, he sees the image of himself once more, the Rot. Yet this time it steps out to destroy him. Both men strike, the young Templar sword slicing through Echoed's armor and into his ribs. Echoed's sword, however, takes the Templar's head from his shoulders, squashing the final vestige of humanity in Echoed's own soul.
A cold Hellbrass.
A cold Hellbrass. The first time we actually gonna see this guy.
Slanesh.
Being bruised from his doppelganger inflicted wound, Eccles stumbled into the mirror portal. Finally stepped back in the world. He was not only healed, but forever changed. He turned to face the mirror portal once more to see two eyes, glittering like multifaceted gems and burning with inner bellfires, staring back at him. His armor pulsating with twisting runes that glowed in the flickering darkness. Echo lifted his sword in a challenge to humanity and all the things he had once held dear. Echo, son of Graf of the Reichland, is gone. A new champion of Zenith is born.
Hellbrass changed. Champion of change. Knight of Siege.
Looks like his responses are delayed.
Bringer of life.
It's inconsistent with the rest of the game.
Hellbrass changed.
Maybe they haven't they made it well.
All shall breathe.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a Swordmaster Horde. He does have he's kind of like an exalted hero or two-hander. Has a Taunt's aura that can be activated to lower leadership and speed of all enemies in his range, 35 meters per turn, 3 seconds. That's a strange ability. I guess if you wanna make sure that nobody escapes when you wanna finish them off. The Windblade has a magic missile. Double-handed Zinchian broadsword. Looks like he's dressed for winter warfare. Immune psychology. Mark of Zinch and the Bread of Life. As a regeneration with vigor restore. And it works on all allies in range. Why does it says increased effect area on the double? It's like we are casting or something. And it looks like his voice delayed, and this thing here, it's almost like rushed.
Champion of change.
You notice how it's delayed when you click on him?
Life, the futile.
He should respond faster. And what else is this increased effect area? We're not casting. It's like we clicked on an upgrade ability, right? Was there a different version of this somewhere? But this is a pretty crazy ability. He gets the Bread of Life from his enchanted item. Very powerful item. But this increased effect area shouldn't be like showing like this. It's like we're using an overcast or something. It's like it's been upgraded to be used. It's inconsistent. But this is a really powerful item. Really powerful item. Enchanted item slot we usually use for healing. And this guy has an aura for healing and vigor restore. On top of 8 defense, 10 phys resist, and 2 campaign effects. That's really powerful. This is like one of the most powerful enchanted items in the game. His sword is the Windblade. 10-inch corruption, 8 tactical weapon strength, and the ability Windblade. Nothing special, not great, not terrible. Still looks like a weapon. Gotta see if this Windblade ability does anything. Trickster Hem is the ideal here, he needs more defense. And we'll find him a talisman at some point. His main trait is growth plus 25. Local province regardless of ownership, so life amok. So anybody gets 25 growth. Wherever he steps, life sprouts, the branches straining under bushels of overripe fruit, flowers so bright they sear the eyes. So it's a big flavor trait. Buffing growth and replenishing for everybody. Lowers the cost of winds of magic for a lot of life spells. And lowers the leadership of the enemy armies in province by 8. It's pretty good. Like they got like a guaranteed fear effect. And then it's like fear can do on top. Also affect balance of power. So very interesting trait, kinda unique. His skill tree looks like very small. No extra skills. Inconsistent with Harald Hammerstorm, Lorica Magdova.
Sorcerer Lord of Char.
Picture of health, 50% health and 50% healing cap. That's crazy. That's crazy. Unlimited spirit. The entire army gets a better healing cap, lower vigor reduction, 20% speed. What the shit? This is really insane for the armored chaos trolls. Like really insane. This is for armored chaos trolls. Brother to brother. Any relations with Chaos Wars, Wars of Chaos in Norska. Frenzy against the Empire and gets terror against the Empire for the entire army. Frenzy just for him. Blade Soul, Windstruck on effect, reduce speed and acceleration. So has a really big speed penalty if you hit something. Lower cooldown on his magic missile. Within turns for Chaos Knight and Doom Knights in his army grants a shitty reflect to these units. The reflect values are way too low, they need to be higher. Bound spell Storm of Renewal. Oh, that's crazy. Isn't Storm Renewal the Cataclysm Life lore spell? This is literally a regrowth on every single unit in the area at 55 range. There's two pretty crazy abilities. Like this positive here is just crazy, just like 20% speed on the entire army. They are going to literally have a superior vigor over the enemy, near perfect vigor, and 50% higher healing cap. This is like perfect for the armor trolls. And then you get this on top. Has a replenishment as well. Interesting. Everything else is just standard exalted hero. I like this guy. I like the fact that he gets speed. It's useful for himself as well. He's gonna get 7 speed. 20% speed for the entire army. 20% is a lot of speed. That's a really big buff. This guy can even make the Nurgle army move faster. Well, he seems to be a super overkill in the Nurgle army.
Herald of change.
They use the Death Slayer and Unlimited Spirit, and that's the closest you can get for an entire army Perfect Vigor. Or you can just play Undivided Chosen. To get the advantage of the Perfect Vigor, you have to tire the enemy, though. Has to be a fight where it's going to matter.
I am Slanesh's scion.
Hellbrass.
I'm irritated by that delay. It's like feels like half-assed. They haven't even tested it.
Yes, my ruinous power.
It's like a half a second too much on the response.
Death. A passing
Between a half a second to a whole second.
You dare.
all shall breathe.
Well, it's just the CA later, right? Maybe somebody comments on this and they fix it.
Champion of change.
Seems like nitpicking, but you bet I'm gonna nitpick everything at least this day, especially if it costs 25 euros. But he was free, Mr. Streamer. But at what price? What price the rest of the game?
Who are these grotesque?
I guess it makes sense to give him this army for now.
Change. The mighty virtues I will eschew.
I just noticed he doesn't have a Zinch authority buff. Why? What is his Zinch authority buff? He's missing his authority buff.
Despoilers come.
So what's the reason for no Zinch authority?
Change beckons.
It's a marked hero with no authority skill. Looks like another oversight.
Ready. Kill them all.
It's a hot skill there.
Fool. Bring my mirror shield.
Did we not slay enough?
Handsome.
This army is really spooky here.
For chaos.
What else is in the area though?
Now
Are these guys really moving here like this? The Rack is activated because the player got close. We weren't really in her range until now.
A glorifying act.
Bring ruin.
We have declared hostility to pests instead of diplomacy because we're on his trade. kind of interesting. The Marauders are more expensive than men-at-arms with the spears. Yeah, literally it looks like they're really trying to get away with a lot of half-assing and rushing stuff. And then delays and the overpriced contents and the lack of proper patching and updating. All these hot fixes making things worse, questionably improving the game. It's just like...
I am divine! Dark sorcerer! He called Hellbrass! Harbinger of hedonism! He called Hellbrass! Windblade Carrier!
No delay on his response on the battlefield though, just in the campaign map.
Lifebringer!
It's definitely a screw up.
Knights of Slanesh!
Would have been delayed here as well, right? It was something intentional.
Very well, fool! Ha! Faster! Eternal hunters!
Let's change the plan. Let's go full retard AI formation.
Punishment! Dark Prince's minions! Guided by the Prince!
He called Hellbrass!
He's probably gonna stick with his content effect, so he's literally gonna be able to cripple movement or something.
Moving out! Night proceeding!
Even this guy is more damage than Sigurd.
That way!
Agony and ecstasy!
Myself, who else?
This is a lobbing projectile, lobbing missile. Oh man, is it going to be like that Chaos Dwarf Fireball, just different color?
Windlord, aid me!
I don't like it's lobbing, but it looks like it is. Oh my god. The little limited garbage lot of shoot spell. It's literally this, just it's literally the same shit like just trash. They're giving him the same exact shit. If I find the one for 430. Look at this, they even exact numbers. Didn't even test anything. Has a 2-minute cooldown, doesn't do anything. What the fuck, man?
Tracking!
Chaos Marauders!
We want their eyes!
Fresh meat!
Sigval!
Don't even bother wasting your time on this button.
Night of Siege!
Now is our time! Very well!
Pain and despair!
Pain and despair.
Windblade Carrier!
Debauchery!
Marauders of Slanesh! The Dog the Bar!
Only these guys that perform really well, they're ranked 8.
Retreat!
That's even without any magic support, and we have powerful abilities so we can activate. Makes these units really strong, even on the base. Of course, scale source of nature, other effects make even this unit too much for the AI, let alone the warriors or the chosen.
With rapture, transgression and submission.
How is he gonna struggle against the proper armor?
Chaos Marauders! Warriors of Slaanesh! Eat their souls! Change flows through him!
Magic is chaos! That is true magic!
Change flows through him!
Magic is chaos! We are blessed by
Born to suffer! Glorious mutilation!
He switched to healing, so he can switch these things. Damn! That was the good switch! That is a good switch, damn! Crowd of units taking damage, you switch to healing. See, he can still do it. Unless that was a freak accident.
Suffering unbound! What do you mean? Kill us on the earth! Slaanesh expects suffering.
Now he turned off his ability again. Guess he switched to damage.
Warriors of Slaanesh.
This becomes so sad that it's like there's no words anymore, boys. Those people that used to say that the AI has always been this bad have all but disappeared as well.
Brick for chaos! The dark gods command me! That's what the masters meant! Ready for agony!
I guess he just randomly turns them on and off. The skirmisher carrier is completely broken 1M3.
Transgression and submission! Chaos Marauders! Immortal caress! Warriors of Slaanesh! Dark Princess Marauders! Glorious death! Faster! Our blades hunger! Hellbrass!
Elbras without his skills have more damage than Seagull.
Dark Princess Marauders! Kill the Southerners! The Dark Gods command me!
Kill that beast! I want its eye!
So if it's green, means he's regenerating.
weaklings!
All decisive victory. Kinda feels good. Don't care about anybody dying in the army. Just wish we had actually had somebody to fight. They go different direction wherever we go with this army.
Witness my beauty.
Did I miss it? We didn't get a trade. We got 30 trades. What's the limit? There should be a way to remove trades, right? Look at this Hack Butcher or Pirate Hunter or... We got 30 trades and we didn't get a trade. We just defeated the fastest, we didn't get a trade. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30 trades. So telling me that we have 10 trades that are invisible. I wish you could just remove shit like this. Like, what the fuck? I don't want this. Like, this victory over stuff, you know. Like, I wish you could remove shit like this. And this raise trait is so horrible. Never raise settlements on Legend Lords. Master Mason, yeah. These traits, there's so many traits that like +5 illusion fighting against Dark Elves, High Elves, Kislev. Why don't you just make one generic trait that progresses like a Soul Expert? When you fight like a variety of factions, you go up to like a couple of leadership points. So it looks like we can't get any more Legend Lord defeat rates in Sigvald. We got like probably like 7 or 8 really shit trades that don't do anything. Legendary Lord Noctilus defeat rate is worse than trait for fighting Vampire Coast. And for some reason, when fighting Vampire Coast, you get 5 leadership and 5 attack. By fighting any other faction, you just get 5 leadership. That should really show any trade that's in progress, right? God, I hope they release a proper update for traits and ancillaries.
You dare
Well, now at least we know that we can't get any more trades, right? So at least we know. 10 invisible trades. Like, what the fuck? One is probably fights against beastmen, fights against rogue pirates, right? Fights against the Empire. That's a problem when you travel too much. We'll literally have 5 to 7 of them invisible fights against X faction. Yeah, we got 10 invisible traits that we it's in progress that we can't do anything about. Yeah, it's a lot of them. Oh, nothing you can do about that. I want to see them bloody.
A worthy choice. Shall we decant the wine?
With the canned wine.
Spread ruin on them. The gods smile. Now is chaos. Never! You dare!
So if you want to play a longer campaign and 100 traces on these lords, you gotta avoid what you don't want. It's kinda exhausting just thinking about the amount of things you have to keep track of that is hidden, but you still have to keep track of. It just takes a little bit of fun from the game. Especially from people who like to play the game.
Fool. My adoring hordes agree.
For chaos! No! Quam Tuna!
Those guys get
You
bigger.
have my favor.
Avert your eyes.
So we couldn't get Festus straight and couldn't get Clamolder straight. So you literally have to go out of your way for these things. I guess these things are at least possible with Wars of Chaos. So the moment you attack, like for example Tyrion, you get Tyrion straight and you get the Astro Annihilator progress. So that's 2 trade slots. Miss Piercer is kind of trash on Sigvald. So we got 1 extra there that we didn't care. Heck Butcher also doesn't do much for the chaos. We also have there should be a way to just remove traits, right? Like this is also doesn't do anything for Sigil, just waste a slot. This one pretty much as well. I guess we fought too many factions, but these generic traits are also poor. We got a skipper, and we're probably going against rogue armies as well. I really need to do something better with the trait system. But for the future campaigns, making a mental note for this. Like you can avoid kidnapper as well, but you're gonna lose hundreds of thousands of money. You cannot avoid headsmen, because that happens when you occupy settlements. So you could just execute all the captives all the time and avoid kidnapper, for example. Avoid kidnapper, avoid spoilator, and butcher. So you can avoid 3 traits if you always occupy and always execute. Never sack, never raise, never ransom. Initially it's pretty good, but all pretty fast it doesn't do anything anymore. That could have been 3 slots, right? Yeah, just really sad that you don't even see those trades in progress. The only visible trade you don't have is bloody. Can you imagine that we don't have a bloody available? Oh my god. Green Blaster. Fuck you, man.
Now.
Who are these grotesqueries?
Dominance.
You don't even know that you don't have it, and you're trying to get it. Can you imagine that? This system, man, is so anti-fun.
They will be dominated.
So anti-fun.
Ready. I am Slanish's scion.
Destruction.
You don't even need to do half these things, but they're fun to do, right?
Handsome and lethal.
Now is chaos.
Avert your eyes.
I still stand behind that you can you should be able to use the resource or special resources to interact with the traits. Why is that so complicated? I mean, look at all of this this wall of text scrolling down. Like these battle effects. Who even cares about all these battle effects? It's like when there's so many of them. It's like, who is even gonna look at this? They're not even stacked right, they're just showing multiple things as well. Like, just make a proper trait system, right?
Witness my beauty.
Is this supposed to be 5? Why is 3 out of 5? Is they're cooldowning? Is it like every time you recruit them, they increase? Stefanolo,
The Dark Prince wishes.
sit down, please. Sit down and listen. Targeting range plus 10% for spells. That only works in Sealed. And you see any spells here? Doesn't work for the entire army, just for Sealed. Sibyl has no spells but enchanting beauty. That's Marathi. He got it all. She got feet, she got spells, she got enchanting beauty, she got everything. Makes you wonder why playing Sigvald when we can play the real Slanesh there. Does look like they're gonna directly go for Middenheim. They might have another army in the area.
Ruinous
Full package.
Bring ruin.
Well, that disappointment there with the trades, gotta say, guys, real disappointed there. And the fact we might not even be able to get bloody because of it. Can you imagine? I guess if you care that much about the traits in the game, of the side of the game is limits that. I guess you have to be careful what you do with the character to unlock traits. Man, I really hope they release a trait and ancillary rework and update with it. It's like probably worth more than any of those DLCs they released lately. That's like will be the true quality of life for replay value.
Now is chaos. Kill them all.
So this one grants a trait, this one doesn't get a trait, this one grants a trait. They should tell these things. This one is Souls in Favor. This goes towards Ransomer, this goes towards Headsman. This doesn't give any trait. This one doesn't even affect single entities. Get a Headsman with kill captives, nothing with enslave captives. And you get a Kidnapper with sacrifice captives.
Dominance.
You can see Kidnapper, ransom captives after multiple battles. And you can see Headsman, execute captives after battle multiple times. If you occupy settlements, they're always executed, so it gives you Headsman points. So you gotta really handicap the replenishment. Replenishment is actually fine because they're not trait. I guess that's fine if you need it. But you gotta cripple yourself economically and slave-wise, soul-wise early on. So you can just occupy settlement, no sec, no raise, and no ransom. So you have 3 more trade slots. Avoid fighting factions with that character that don't have legend lords you want the trades from. Right? That is nothing good with the high elves. So Sigvald then pretty much just avoids all the high elves. And never get targeted by a hero because you'll get a point depending on if it succeeds or fails. Yeah, that's another trait. Yeah, there's so many traits. There is a Skaven trait as well, Fu, here, affected by the Skaven corruption, right? There is one for the Vampiric corruption, Chaos corruption. Holy fuck. We literally have like 7 traits bricked here that we're not gonna ever unlock because of this system. It just me the Kiss of Frozen looks like a Lizardman Ancient Salamander? Yes, it does. "40 traits, huh? I guess for regular campaigns, they doesn't really matter, but you have some fun with it, it matters. Like fighting on the sea has already unlocks 2 traits, like Master and Commander trait, and Seafarer by moving on the sea, 3 traits on the sea. Pirate Hunter. So just being in the water is Seafarer, and then fighting pirates is 2 more traits. Challenge in Warhammer 3. Leaf. We're trying to have fun here, because there is no challenge. We used to kid in Warhammer 2 win campaign already by on turn 2. Here it's literally you win the campaign without even starting to play it. We gotta have to find fun where we can, right? And in the play value, there is fun with this stuff. You don't need any of this shit here. What challenge? Challenge is if you're just going to fuck up when you're playing drunk. So literally the only way to challenge is to playing Warhammer 3 if you're under the influence of alcohol. Just watch that Aranesa Drunk Siege, you'll know what I'm talking about. Gotta be under influence of alcohol to have a challenge in this game.
Now is
Anyways, boys, we're gonna save here and continue. We're going to mess around in this campaign until the update on the 22nd. Then this campaign will just end because we have a long victory already, and we'll be playing other stuff. But until the patch on 2nd Thursday, we'll be still playing this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.